Hey, what's going on, social media family? I hope everybody's having a really good day. I got a super cool prophetic word that I want to share with you. It's a very encouraging word, and it's one that's going to help for you to keep going. A lot of times, people they get tired, they get weary when they have received like a prophetic word or a promise from God. And hey, we all know what it's like. God's timing is not our timing. Sometimes we live in this microwave generation, and God's kind of a crock pot type of God. He lets it just kind of go for a while, but man, that crock pot's so good whenever something's completed. And so recently we were in a time of corporate prayer, and the Lord just spoke something so plain to my spirit. But then I went over and just sat down for about 15-20 minutes and just prayed into this. And the Lord really started ministering to me personally on this word. But the Lord said this is a catch-up season. A catch-up season. And so many times in my life, I've received this word. I'm going to probably say about 5 times over the last 25 years, I've received this word. And every season, things got faster after it, which was good. But let me tell you the power in this prophetic word. A lot of times people, they will, get a prophetic word, receive a promise from God, and it bears witness in their spirit. And then over time, they are tired, they're weary from that word. And then so they will kind of give up on it. And then like they see the manifestation of what could have happened came to pass, and they weren't prepared. I had a friend tell me recently that there was a stock that they liked. They kind of felt they should buy the stock, so they bought it. And month after month after month, nothing happened. They asked one of their friends, who was a stockbroker, about it, and he said, I wouldn't mess with it. And they said, yeah, you're probably right. So they sold the stock. And then with 90 days, that stock tripled. They were like, wow, that was what you would call a catch-up season, okay? Had a guy tell me one time, he said, I knew that there was this big deer in the woods by where I've been hunting. And he said, I got up there early. I went out there before daylight, and I sat there all morning. And I said, I'm going to get this deer. And I sat there all day, and it was at night. I've been sitting literally in this stand all day, and it was almost like it was getting dark. And I gave up, and I got out of the stand. And when my feet hit the ground, I looked up, and that deer walked out. He said, I was in no position to take the deer, and he ran off. He said, literally 5 minutes longer if I would have stayed patient. I feel that this word is important and powerful because it is a catch-up season that a lot of people have been just standing, waiting. My wife and I, we have a lot of prophetic words that we haven't seen the manifestation. We've had a lot of promises, we haven't seen the manifestation. And then over the last 2 days, something God has been speaking to us about for quite some time, we saw a door open and the manifestation of something that was pretty significant in our lives. And we've been believing for this. And I got so excited, and I said, God, this is something that you spoke to us about for years, and it's just opening up. And just over the last few days, it's going to be bigger than we thought it was going to be. Like, the possibilities are endless with this new adventure. And I was like, wow, I'm so glad that I wasn't so tired and weary that I gave up on that prophetic word. I would go back in prayer and say, God, I remember this word that you gave me. You brought, prophets in to give me confirmation. My wife's had confirmation on this word. We're standing, and I just keep praying into that word, praying on that word. And God doesn't need reminding, but I remind God, I remember this word, I'm standing on it. And now this one particular promise, we're seeing the manifestation of it just really start to open up. And then when this manifestation opened up, this is going to be a lot bigger than we even thought. It was going to be. But the key was we did not get tired. We did not get weary. And this is a catch-up season. You know, I was talking to somebody the other day and they were like, the Lord promised us some things in our finances, and He told us to step out in faith on a few areas of our life, and we're barely paying our bills. A few bills are a little bit behind, but God, we are following, we are tracking with the Lord. And I told him, I said, well, I remember one time the Lord spoke to me and said, my timetables are not man's timetables. You know, I have timetables and man puts timetables on things. And I said, the Lord told me I'm going to come through, but may not be like when your house payment, car payments, and different loan payments and different things are set up, but I'm going to come through. And I told that person that, and then God gave them some solutions. And they said, man, that's so good. So I'm here to encourage you today. Hang on to your promises. Hang on to your prophetic words. This is a season, just like a few days ago when I got that email that was followed up by a phone call and a conversation, and a door opened up. Something I've been waiting on. And it makes so much sense why we had to wait until now. But it's happening. And so this is a catch-up season. I do feel in my spirit that there's a lot of people that you thought you'd be further along with God than you are right now. You're going to be okay. Through God encounters, He's going to catch you up. Some of you may feel financially you should have been in a better place. He's going to catch you up. There's so many things He's going to catch you up in. Some of you may have said, I figured that I would have been further along financially at this point in my life. I remember my wife and I about 4 years ago were thinking that, and then we had like a huge catch-up season through some business opportunities from the Lord. And so there is a catch-up season that you are going to walk into. Okay? I want to let you know I love you guys. Appreciate y'all. A few things I want to tell you. If you need prayer, go to the website, jojodawson.net. There's a place you hit the contact button, hit it for prayer. I also want to thank all of our financial partners. I want to thank all of our prayer partners. And if you ever want more information about our health coaching business, on my website, there's a place you can message us on that. People are losing weight, walking in wellness, and also they can start their own health coaching business. And that's one of the things that help us catch up with our finances when we added that extra stream of income. Okay? And so I just want to encourage y'all, stay in there with the Lord and everything that He promised you, because He is faithful. Love y'all.